Hello, this is Tutankham, a game that I downloaded from itch.io, and it's a PC game. I think there's a C64 version of this, though. It's by Luca Carminati, and his itch page is lowcarb.itch.io. That's LOWCARB dot itch.io. And this game was, it's pay what you like, so you can just download it without paying anything, or you can make a donation or whatever. As it says here, this game is an homage, well, he doesn't, anyway, to Tutankham, an arcade game developed by Konami in 1982. This version is made up of 7 completely new stages. And I had come across Tutankham before. I don't know if it was in maybe on PS1 compilation or something. Anyway, I wherever I'd seen it, I didn't think much of it. So I don't know if he has made changes to it that just appeal to me more or something. But this version seems pretty cool. Anyway, usually he's obviously made new levels, but I wonder if he's changed just how the game plays or feels. I did look up footage of the original, I think, and it looked more or less the same visually. So you've got a couple keys you can mess with here. You can't see the border color because I'm chopping off the borders. So we can change the pixel effect for a blur or a horizontal fake scanline thing with blur, or blurry horizontal, blurry scan lines the other way, because this is a vertical screen anyway. It's hard to tell. Or no filter, which is what I like. You can toggle the scaling. I think this is probably a perfect, multiple of original arcade pixel size or something, but I don't know. This is all I can do on my 1080p screen, just those two. I'm not going to toggle full screen because it might screw up my recording, so let's just go ahead and hit space to continue. Luca Carminati operates as LC Games. They go by LC Dash Games on itch. So this is the main menu. Don't like the flickering title, but that's probably how the original arcade one does it. Actually, I think it is. Because I was just looking at that. High score list. It looks like, so this is a 2020 game from LC Games, and in 2020, Luca was not doing separate high score lists per difficulty setting. Oh my gosh, there's another. Whoa. Okay, I've played 5 so far games from Luca Carminati. This is the 6th. The other 5 only had... Oh, but the lowest is normal. Okay, the other 5 all went easy, normal, hard, expert. This one has master and extreme beyond expert, but it doesn't have normal, so it's got one more difficulty setting, and it tilts towards harder, I guess. That's what the names would have us believe, anyway. So normal is the easiest. You can change the lives from 3 to 4 to 5. It's got an interesting, nice little button remap function, because this game does have some action buttons, unlike most of the games I've played. So left fire key for the keyboard, right fire key, I keep forgetting about flash bomb. Joystick, left fire button, right fire button. I am playing with the joystick right now. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Remapping, you just hit the button or key that you like. So let's go ahead and play. Red on black font is good, not blue. The blue background, well, it's okay. Although it's the same blue as his jacket, isn't it? So just about. So these monsters come out of spawners in this Egyptian tomb that we're invading. This isn't great, right? We're the Western person coming in to appropriate Eastern cultural treasures. like this glittering ring. See, I'm a jerk. These birds, or are these birds? Whatever they are, they don't like it. I don't blame them. Teleport. Get a key. Why did Tutankham leave keys around in his own tomb? Well, I guess he was dead, so he didn't have much to do with it unless he was a zombie. Which, let's not rule out, you know. So we're just robbing a tomb. We're just glorified tomb robbers. Actually, I don't know if we are glorified. Maybe that's all we are. Maybe we didn't even pretend to be like a scientist or something. And I can't really tell what those tinier things are. Are they like butterflies? Moths? Tomb moths? Okay, this guy. Ah! Oh man. You actually, even though you can only fire left or right, which is weird, if you think about it too much, your fire has a little bit of vertical hit to it. So if somebody is coming up right under you, you can fire and it might get them. Not really sure why that says map. I mean, yeah, you get a map for the next space, I guess. I don't really look at the map as I play, though, so the map part is the least part I'm kind of least interested in. Maybe I should. I mean, maybe later you'll need to be aware of off-screen enemies or something. Right now it doesn't really seem to matter. I don't know why my character has laser guns, but, you know, whatever. He's got a big shovel, I think, and now I'm carrying this key, and he's got laser guns or something. I don't know, that's crazy. Well, there's a warp, so I can just warp down below. The readme that the author wrote says something about how monsters are limited from a spawner, so in theory, if you could keep... Oh, that was sloppy. If you could keep some alive, then fewer would spawn after that, so that might help you if they were like spawning behind you. This part I had some trouble with. Okay. I suppose another question here is that there's no... Why is there a lamp under the score? Oh, there is a timer. Okay, so you can't just milk the score forever, but you could milk it until the timer runs down, couldn't you? You could just sit there right before the exit just shooting. Or do you get a time bonus that's worth more than what you could get doing that? Hopefully yes, because that was a heck of a shot, because I don't want to just like feel like I have to sit there milking the clock. That would suck. What am I doing here? Oh boy, living dangerously. One thing that's kind of interesting, when I was first testing this, just goofing around, on the keyboard, controlling it with the keyboard rather than my joystick like I am now, I found it kind of a pain to have both keyboard move and shoot buttons. See, I can't get that key because I already have it. I'm already carrying this big gold key. So I just mapped the fire buttons to the left-right movement buttons on the keyboard, so they were the same keys, so as I moved I shot, which worked pretty well, but it does, you know, limit your shot times to when you're moving to that side, so it's not ideal perhaps, but it works pretty well if you don't want to have that many buttons to worry about. That many keys. On the joystick, it seems fine to have them separate. I'm not sure why I have a surplus of keys. It feels weird. Like, did I break the game? I can shoot both ways at once. Why don't I just do that all the time? Oh, now that did use my key, so now I have to go back for another key. Oh, devious. Okay, I'm not going to keep hitting both keys. Oh, I do need both keys. So there's backtracking. Hey. It's kind of fun disintegrating enemies on both sides simultaneously. Now I have to watch because there's guys down below. Oh, crub nuts. Oh, heck. 29,160. First best explorer. So you can't use the joystick to enter initials as in all of these LC games I've tried. You have to type it on the keyboard. Don't like that color cycling, but okay. Okay, 29,160. Well, let's try it again. See, now I'm thinking, though, am I just missing out on the milking? Should I really be doing milking? Milk, milk, milk. Kind of a funny footstep sound. Oh, well, I should at least get all the treasures. It's funny, too, because there's, like, empty treasure slots. Or whatever that is. Get out of there, you jerks. See, I could have milked it for another 41 seconds, I suppose. But I did get a bonus, so maybe that makes up for it. Because that bonus was, what, 2,400? And my total score was only 5,000 or so. Oh yeah, so shooting these guys gets me 40 points, so yeah, it's not worth a ton. Oh geez, hit me between shots. That little bug got me. Look at my red hat. It's also just, uh-oh, I screwed up. I was gonna show off my shovel. Like, oh, that's the back of his head, it's not a shovel. Oh. Man, these guys, jeez, the spawning. Gonna run out of time at this rate. Well, or I'll just die. Doing worse. The spawning has gotten insane, though, I swear. Oh, why did I think I could make it? Well, that stank. Okay. Do. That music really gets you jazzed right there, doesn't it? These asps are pretty cool looking. Kick asp. Why did I do that? The back of his head looks like a shovel or something. I kept thinking he was carrying a shovel. I mean, doesn't that look like a shovel? Alright. there's 60 points apiece. Well, that was 40. Bounce off each other. I mean, 60 kind of adds up pretty fast, you know. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you really wanted to maximize your score, you would just have to do a lot of milking. Oh, I guess it's saying I should go. I had plenty of time. Heck. Come on down, give me some more points, you jerks. Oh, but there's the bonus. So let's see what my bonus is if it's lower. Because maybe that is, I wonder if it's just a straight multiple. The weird sort of random green highlights on the walls. Of course, I don't know for sure what happens when time runs out, but I imagine you just croak. Zero bone. Oh, 240. So what was I at? 4 or 5? Maybe it's like 60 points per second. If it's 60 points per tick remaining, or second, let's say, remaining, then, and 60 points is what you get by zapping a bug. Well, see, here I'm getting more than 1 per second, probably. So if you were milking this close to a spawner, it might be worth it, but otherwise not so much. Oh, what? That's the second time I've run into that. I keep ignoring that passage there. Tisk. See, this is not 1 per second, so I'm losing points by doing that. Why is it, what, 39? Yeah, maybe that's about 60. I can't do math. I like that sound. I don't like the spawn sound, but I guess you're probably not supposed to like the spawn sound. It's supposed to freak you out a little. I like the color scheme. Oh, it had to be a bug right then. On this level. The purple and yellow. I like the walking sound. It's pretty good. Oh, why did I do it? Okay, see, that got him above me. They're just bouncing off each other out there. Nice how the laser persists for a second, so you can you can fire it a little ahead of time, so you don't have to try to split second time it as somebody comes around a corner. I have to go back again. Uh-oh. What am I doing? Oh, this spawner just went nuts. Whoop. Whoop. There it is. Come on. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on. Oh. I kind of thought that shot was going to go through both of them, so I was a little slow realizing I had to shoot again. Whoa. That looks like a guy posing. That's kind of cool. Okay, I haven't been to this stage, have I? Yeah, give me the snakes, the slow snakes. Where am I going now? Right. Get out of my teleporter, snakes. Look at all these snakes in my teleporter. Alright. So I'm gonna have to come back here at some point to get that other key. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Those wide spaces are tricky. Oh, I shot the wrong friggin' direction. I'd have another guy. Maybe I gained a life at 30,000 or something. Wow, just go nuts, spawner. Fine. These weird birds, man. Jeez. Don't really like being locked down by respawning monsters. It's not the most fun thing. I'm just sitting here waiting for a gap in the spawn pattern. I guess I could have taken that teleporter sooner. Ooh. So I guess if you were just a master at this game, you would have the shot vertical effect down, so you wouldn't hesitate to go down these vertical tunnels because you would know that you could blast it. Oh, the key! What am I? Oh no. Time is against me now. Well, maybe we'll find out what happens when I run out of... Oh, see, I got him with a... Oh, I see. See, you're moving, but your shot stays halfway across the tunnel as you're moving up and down. Where the heck is it? Oh gosh, it's all the way back here. Uh, 46,060. I can't type my name. Okay. Come on. That was stupid. I wanted to try the whole vertical thing, but not quite that hardcore. Well, it's not a great start, to say the least. I think of all the LC games that I've played so far, this one kind of feels the least replayable. I mean, I don't really like going through fixed stages over and over. And the Bagman games I just played, although their levels are not randomly generated, they are in a random order, which helps break things up a lot. Okay, I got lucky. Whereas this, so far they're always in this order. And when you get game over, you know that, well, if I put in another quarter, I'm just going to be... Another quarter, as it were, I'm just going to be playing through that same succession of stages. Just have to not screw up as much as I just did, and I've already screwed up pretty bad. So that's discouraging. Also, these respawning jerks. It's just kind of oppressive. And kind of dull. Just to have to keep waiting for these jerks to give me a little break in their respawning. Just stop spawning for a second. I mean, you're just waiting on their pleasure. I like the big chunky graphics though, that's for sure. And most of the sounds are pretty good. The spawn sound isn't, which is too bad because that might be the one you hear the most and it's about the loudest. I just find it so amusing that this guy has laser guns. And he can fire them both ways simultaneously. It's just a... Ooh. Oop. No, I'm a dope. This is going real bad. See, that's dark blue. Ugh, kill me. Game over. Kill my eyeballs. Third best. Okay, that's kind of cool how it tells you the position right there. All right, let's see what Master Extreme. Let's see what Extreme does. It's just gonna be more spawns. Looks like it. Ugh. Yeah. Spawn-tastic. Oh my gosh, they're just freaking out in there. There's so many of them. Yeah, this not super great. I guess this explains why there's no easy, because the game would be just empty if it went down in spawn frequency, I guess. I don't know. Oh, there's 2 locks there? Oh, that's why some things were empty, because on higher difficulty levels they add in more keys. Oh, no. Look at the map. Look at all those spawns. I'm just too bored. I can't concentrate on this. Oh, that's a little lucky. I keep expecting my lives to be in the lower, like, left corner, so I keep thinking I have no lives left. But the life counter is actually in the upper right corner. Ah, well, I still have a life. I kind of wished I didn't. Okay. Just a bug just pops out of the spawner and zaps you. I mean, that's fun. See, it's on the same high score list, even though that was on extreme difficulty. So that's Tutankham Returns. Definitely my least favorite of the LC games that I have played this week. It's also one of the earliest ones that he did. The earliest was Random Pack, which is pretty great, but he sort of had more to play with there. I mean, I wonder if he thought about trying to do random stages for Tutankham and just and that would have been tricky because of all the lock and key stuff you would have had to arrange. That would have been pretty tough. So he probably didn't think about doing that. Also, like, he didn't do it for Bagman either, and those levels are pretty complicated in terms of, you have to have all these treasure bags, and some of them have to be in, the blue ones have to be in little caves that you use pickaxes for. You gotta have pickaxes all over, all that stuff. And elevators, not to mention elevators and ladders. So yeah, didn't do random for that. But it doesn't, like, in Bagman, especially Bagman Strikes Back, the second shot he took at Bagman, there's just so much to evading the guards and stuff. It doesn't really matter that you're playing on some of the stages, although they do come in random order, so that breaks them up a lot too. Doesn't really, I mean, you recognize the stages, but you start to develop specific tactics around certain spots, and so in that sense it kind of enriches it, whereas in this, there aren't really tactics. You're just repeatedly spamming fire at these moronic jerks who just slow everything down. Yeah, so I guess maybe this is why I never was impressed by Konami's Tutankham, and I guess even Luca Carminati couldn't make me like a Tutankham game. Well, that's that. So thanks for watching. Probably not going to play this one again, but I will come back to his other games because they're pretty awesome. I might not come back to the Bagman Comes Back, his first Bagman game, because I like what he did with Bagman Strikes Back more, where he made it a horizontal screen layout that doesn't have to scroll. I like that a lot more because, like, you don't run into guards who you couldn't see before. Like, Tutankham has the radar at the top, right? So you can see where the enemies are. In theory, even if they are off screen, although these guys don't really seem to spawn once they're off screen, so that doesn't matter so much. But in Bagman, in the original Bagman, where it's a vertical screen that's narrower than this, but the levels are wide, where like 2/3 of the level you can't see, and then you scroll over and there's a guard coming at you, and you realize that you're trapped because of this guard that you couldn't have seen because there was no radar anyway. That was kind of a drag. So, and that was in the arcade Bagman, I think, but for his Bagman Strikes Back, he made it so the stages don't have to scroll because he made it a wide horizontal aspect screen. I think it's like 5:4 or something, I don't know, 5:4 ratio. And actually it's wider than that. It's wider than 4:3, I think. I forget. Anyway, but he made them, I think, a little narrower, the actual stage a little narrower, so it fits without having to scroll at all. And you can see everything, so you never have a problem with a guard that you couldn't have seen. You can always see the guard at all times. The guards. So yeah, I feel like that is, like, I thought at first that, well, Bagman Comes Back, it plays a little different, you know, with the vertical screen, and there's that additional unknown aspect of it, but nah. And the stages are different, of course, but nah. Bagman Strikes Back. I mean, I like Bagman Comes Back, but Bagman Strikes Back, I enjoyed a lot more, I found. Also, because the stages are smaller there, the whole pace of the game kind of sped up, whereas Bagman Comes Back felt a little slow. I'm not even talking about this game that I'm not even really playing here. Yeah, see, just milking spawns, you don't really get that many points anyway. You do get more just from the bonus, or about the same from the bonus. Probably. Although, of course, on Extreme here, you're getting more spawns, but it's still not... Still only about 1 per second. If I was closer to the spawn box, I guess I would get more. The spawn box. The spawn box. But yeah, good luck with that. Ooh. I don't really like that. Okay. That's it for Tutankham Returns for me. I did find some more indie games. I didn't mean to, but I just found some that seemed kind of cool. Yeah, I thought I was going to go back to some of my regular previous games for the next episodes, but I found some cool indie games, so I'm going to try those and see how those do. So those will be coming up here shortly. Thank you. See ya.